Hey guys, it's Small here with What If Deku was in a fubuki family, part 6. But before we start, don't forget to like and share the video, while also subscribing and checking out my Discord in the description below. But now that I remind you, let's start this What If. So where we last left off, Mr. Osawa just informed his students about the sports festival. So after hearing this, Deku decided he needed to train even more. Deku realized something. If he really wanted to become stronger, he couldn't be able to do it by himself. So later that night, they could decide to ask Blizzard a favor. He asked her if she can show him how to fly. After hearing this, Rebecca was a little confused because she didn't know why he wanted to fly for, and why he wanted her to teach her. That's when Deku told her about the sports festival, how he needed to become stronger if he wanted to stand a chance. So after hearing this, Rebecca decided to teach him. But guys, before I explain her training, I just want to inform you, I am not completely sure how it works. So if it turns out I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But now that I've cleared something up, let me explain how they train. So Bubaki claims that flying is basically the same as using chili kisses on an object. So Bubaki told him to try to lift up some bags that her sidekicks brought. But after Deku lifted them up, Drake explains that the bag weighs more than he does, so he should be able to surround himself, but not too tight that you hurt yourself. Now to Deku surrounded himself with energy, Baki told him to try and lift himself like an item. When he tried to float, he started to drift, and ramming into a roll. That's when Fubaki explained that he needs to make sure that each part of his body has equal amount of power, so he doesn't drift and run into a wall. Which Deku struggles, but after a while, he learns how to float, but he doesn't learn to move around without drifting or ramming into a wall. And for trying to explain, she mentions that he probably could create a bubble instead of surrounding his body, because he might damage himself because he might use too much force into one spot, or hurt something. But when Deku realized something, if he puts too much power in one spot, it might break, which something similar to One For All. So maybe he thought One For All applies the same rules. If he controls which part of his body he can use One For All, then maybe instead of putting 100% into one punch, he should control the output and surround his entire body. Then using a small amount instead of going all out. So after Fubuki was finished teaching him how to float, she leaves, but Deku decides to stay outside and train. But after Fubuki finishes washing the dishes, she hears a doorbell. She hears a doorbell ring. So she decides to go answer the door. But when she does, she's greeted by a tornado. So after Fubuki lets her in and asks why she's here, Tornado tells her that she got some cake and wanted to know if they wanted some. Which confused Fubuki because she had no idea why she was being so nice. But she said sure, and told her that Deku was outside. So after cleaning up the cake, they went outside to get Deku. But as soon as they went outside, they saw something that shocked them to the core. Because they saw Deku surrounding electricity. Then him punching a testament so hard, it breaks apart and breaks a few walls. But as soon the electricity goes away and Deku turns to see them both, jaw dropped. But before he could say anything, this lady grabbed onto him, starts screaming, with Tornado screaming, "How the hell did you do that? And what's with electricity?" And with Blizzard screaming, "If that was tested against, then you need to show it to me. And how to create electricity." But before she could ask more questions, Tornado screamed at Blizzard saying that wasn't freaking telekinesis. To mention that nobody in our family can punch that hard. After a while, Blizzard calms down, and Tornado sits down. But before Deku can defend himself, Tornado screams at him, saying, "How the hell can Mom do this?" Which confused both Blizzard and Deku, with them asking, "What do you mean?" Then Tornado responds to saying, "It's obvious. First Deku gets super buff like All Might, and he gets super strength that's incredibly similar to All Might. Not to mention, I've seen All Might watching Deku. So it's pretty obvious that our mom cheated with All Might, and Deku's actually our half brother or something. Since Deku's probably All Might and Mom's secret love child, which completely shocked Blizzard, making Deku facepalm. But then Deku screams saying the mom didn't cheat. All Might isn't his dad, because they all have the same dad, which is pissed off Tornado. But then she screams at Deku asking him, why was All Might paying so much attention to him? How the hell did he get string quirk? Deku just screaming back. Then All Might gave him the quirk, and is training him to be the next #1 hero. But soon as they heard that, Blizzard couldn't even react. Tornado just kept quiet. She then stood up, started to walk. But before she can leave, Deku asked where she was going. With Tornado just responding, saying, I'm gonna go kill All Might. The most bland expression, which both Tornado trying to calm her down, and Deku trying to hold her back. But after Deku explained how he got one for all, and why All Might gave to him, they were just completely shocked, and realized that Deku probably was gonna surpass them. Tornado was pissed, because he just found out that All Might gave her brother another quirk, but they eventually came to terms with it. The next day, Deku asked All Might to meet him. But when Deku walked into All Might office, this All Might almost pissing himself, because Tornado was stringing All Might with his tie. He was just giving him a death glare. But luckily Deku was able to calm them down. Then explains that All Might was going on and why his sister was trying to kill him. All Might tells Deku that it's okay to tell them since they are heroes, and it was probably really hard and scary to keep a secret from them. But then Tornado floats up to All Might and screams at him to explain why the hell did they choose their brother. Fubuki asking why is his power breaking his arms. But then Deku told him that he figured out how to use power without breaking his bones. He makes All Might grab Deku and say, "Great job, young Midoriya," and ask him how, but before he could respond, Blizzard pulled Deku away and told him not to grab Deku, call him young Midoriya, with Tornado trying to hold herself back from killing All Might. But after talking with Tornado, Blizzard, explaining why he chose Deku, and eventually Blizzard came to terms with it. But Tornado is a little upset, but she says fine. Before she leaves, she asks if she can talk with Deku in private. It makes All Might a little confused and Blizzard upset. Once they leave, Deku asked Tornado why she wanted to talk to him privately. She just responded by asking Deku why didn't they tell her? Which Deku just responded by telling her that she thought she wouldn't understand, which Tornado just looked at him with no safe face. This time her face was different. She looked upset, but it wasn't anger, it was sadness. So Deku asked her what's wrong. So Tornado just told him that All Might was telling the truth. Then when Deku asked what she meant, she explained that All Might told her that if she needs to act more heroic, because people don't see her as a hero, they just see him as a threat. That he's right, because even her little brother doesn't trust her enough to tell her about another quirk. But she then explains that she should have been a better sister to him. She was cold, that Blizzard, and that she was horrible to her, and she was a horrible sister. Then Deku began to comfort her, saying it's okay, that he should have told them. He said that he promised to tell Blizzard and her more things about his life. That it's okay. He said she's sorry for being mean, and tells him that if he likes, she can teach him how to fly, since Blizzard told her that he was trying to learn how to fly. Deku agrees with this, and he goes to his class. Let's go back to his sisters. But on his way back, Deku bumps into Momo. She noticed that Deku looks pretty upset, so she just had to ask if he's okay. Deku just told her he's okay. He was trying to deal with some personal issues. Momo asked if he was okay, if he would like to talk about it. But Deku just said it's okay, that he's already working it out, and that she shouldn't get involved, and that she should spend her time training for the sports festival. Momo said sure, but if you would like to talk, she's here. So it's class 1A. After hearing this, Deku and Momo go back to class, and after they finish class, Deku says goodbye to everyone. They start to leave, but instead of going home, he instead decides to go to Tornado's, where he is greeted by Tornado and Blizzard. Starting today, Deku's going to be mastering telekinesis and training with Blizzard and Tornado. Guys, I'm going to end the video here. Now, you might be asking why I'm ending the video a little early. We're seeing how the next part is a sports festival, and I don't want to end the video in the middle of a sports festival, so I'm going to end the video here. But don't forget to like and share the video, and check out my Discord in the description below. And also, before you leave, remember to go beyond social. Hey guys, Future Infamous here. I made a mistake. I might have spoke too fast, but I was trying to complete this video because I've been having a hard time with school. But I'm sorry. Hope you guys liked the video though.